Hey, what's going on, friends? My name's Narwhal. I'm here with Kyle.
Yeah, what's up? Why are we speaking fast?
I don't know.
Should we keep going fast?
No, let's slow down.
Yeah, slow it down.
Yeah,
That's
this
better.
feels better.
Better pace.
We're here having a good time. We're alive. We're well. I hope you guys are still alive. I hope your family members have not died recently.
And I hope you're well.
Maybe you went to Grandma's funeral last week, and if you did, she's probably in a better place.
Well, that's horrible.
What?
Yeah, I mean,
if a grandma's suffering.
yeah, I don't think you need to bring up suffering grandmas in the first minute.
I'm just saying, that was an optimistic way to view it.
Yeah.
They're probably in a better place if they were suffering miserably. Now, if they were very happy and got hit by a semi-truck, they're probably not necessarily in a happier place, but it's probably an equally happy place. Like,
What?
wherever they are now is probably as happy as they were when they were here.
But you don't know where they are, so that could be wrong, though. Because
Yeah.
you don't know.
No one knows where we are, where
No
we
one
go.
knows. Maybe you go to a terrible place, or maybe just nothing happens. I don't know.
Yeah, so...
Or maybe your life just starts over, and you just relive the same life over and over.
But then your grandma would be a baby again?
Yeah,
Wouldn't
but
you know?
in her perspective, she's back in 1925.
Oh, so time is just like you're always in the same years.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe.
That would actually make sense.
As a scientist, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And as a physicist, that also, I can confirm that does make
Good.
sense.
So
indeed.
confirmed, you just relive the same life over and
Yeah.
over.
That's confirmed by Newton's third law.
So we've said this conversation millions of times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So
You said you wanted to start the episode off with something that you have found.
oh yeah.
I don't know if this is a discovery.
Yeah, it's just something I found on Twitter. I don't really know what this is. It's this account called Am I the Asshole?
Oh, yup.
Yeah, so I was just looking through Trended, and I saw that for some reason the name Erica was trending, and I don't really know if it's even from this tweet. It might be from some other Erica doing something,
Okay.
but this popped up, and I read it, and it was great.
Okay.
So, it's the title of it is, Am I the Asshole for asking my roommate to be more polite toward my guests?
Okay.
Okay, so I, 20-year-old female, live with, we'll call her Erica, 27-year-old female. So there's already a 7-year difference between them. So keep that in mind. She's usually nice and cleans up after herself and all that stuff. But we had an issue recently. Last week, a guy, Josh, 21 male,
Oh.
a guy I'm seeing, came over sometime in the evening. When he arrived, she was in the kitchen cooking some kind of curry. Josh and I went up to my room almost right away, and once we got up there, he sort of awkwardly said that he absolutely hates the smell of curry and can't really be around it because it makes him want to barf, and he had to leave. So Josh seems like an asshole already.
Well, maybe he actually truly
Maybe
has
he does.
a repulsive
That's true.
taste buds or
Yeah.
smell buds.
Yeah, I mean, and if that is true, that sucks, and what an awkward coincidence. But if he is overplaying it, that's dude, come on.
Yeah.
You're gonna leave this girl's house, be like, sorry, your roommate made something that smelled bad, so I can't be here. So
imagine if I don't know. I'm just trying to think if it was something else. If you I don't know, if your roommate's Mexican, or yeah, your roommate's Mexican, some guy comes over and then he goes up to your room. He's like, I can't stand the smell of Mexican food. I'm gonna puke.
yeah,
It's just, even if it's true, it still sounds bad.
yeah. Either way,
Either way.
yeah. Anyways, so I'll continue.
Wait, so that's not the bad part?
Oh, there's more. Okay. The last time before that, when Josh slept over, apparently Erica was blowing her nose an ungodly number of times in the morning. He could hear it because her room shares a wall with the bathroom, and it grossed him out a ton. Apparently, he also heard her fart super loud when he went to the bathroom late at night once too. Basically, he thinks she's super gross, and as a result can barely stand to be at our house. We've actually had discussions about getting serious, but he said Erica is the thing that's holding him back from it since he didn't feel like he could date me if he didn't think I had the kind of friends he'd want to be friends with or set up with his friends.
Oh.
So Josh is just really picky with the smells and sounds. And
I'm kind of torn here because in a sense, Josh is being overly dramatic.
He needs to chill.
Kind of needs to chill. Everyone blows their nose, everyone farts.
Mm-hmm.
But in another sense, I kind of get that. If I was talking to someone, but every one of her friends I just cannot stand, that's going to impact my decision on if I want to date them.
No, definitely. I mean, I agree. I get it. I don't know who to side with because I think everyone's a little bit in the wrong here. Josh really does seem like kind of a wimp. Like, dude, come on.
But also, I feel like this one girl is kind of going out of her. I feel like she's farting like louder on purpose, and like maybe
Erica?
she's farting right outside the door with like her ass like up against the handle.
I also feel like the girl that's having Josh over is trying way too hard to make this thing work with Josh. It seems like Josh really isn't that interested, and maybe this is just his excuse. I don't know. We'll see. All right, we'll continue. This morning, Josh came over, and Erica was hard-boiling eggs. And again, the kitchen smelled like farts, and he had to leave.
Okay, that one I agree with. Hard-boiling eggs,
Yeah.
like, come on. In the morning? Come on.
Dude, just hard-boiling eggs in the first place. Like, can we not do that?
That's such a weird food.
I've
Eggs
never
are
been into
already
it.
weird enough,
Yeah.
but it's like I'm going to take it's literally like an egg of an animal.
Yeah.
Like a dead animal that never materialized into an animal.
Drop it in some water.
Instead of just cooking it or like normal people, we're going to put it in water and turn it into this like it's like fossilizing a baby chicken fetus
and then eating it.
and then eating it.
Yeah. But I guess it's not that much different from breaking open a fetus, pouring it out of a pan, and then scrambling it. Or like mixing it up and stuff, breaking it down.
And then putting it in my tortilla with some ground turkey. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess eggs are just weird. All right, next. I confronted Erica about trying to be a little less loud / cook less smelly food all the time because I feel like it's really rude toward Josh that she's literally making him so uncomfortable that he needs to drive back to his house 25 minutes away and waste all that gas. God, poor Josh. He's making this trip out there and he gets there and
Just
it's like it
immediately
smells like eggs and farts and stuff and he just can't be there. So now he's got to drive 25 more minutes away and that poor guy is just he's wasting gas.
Yeah. Now,
He's the victim.
that is where I'm siding with Erica because it's like, yo, I get it. Those are smelly foods, but if it's your apartment and you want to eat that, like you're
both paying
cook
rent.
whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, exactly.
So like I don't know if I had a roommate and they were like, hey man, I know you really like to make bacon in the morning, but like this girl I'm talking to comes over and hates the smell of bacon, I'm gonna be like, that
It's like,
sucks.
stop talking to that girl.
Yeah, find a girl that likes bacon.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I feel like this is where kind of the age difference comes in because Eric is 27 and Josh is 21 and this other girl's 20.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you're that young, like,
Your passion for eggs hasn't really materialized yet.
okay, so she confronted her about it because poor Josh was spending money on gas. To my surprise, Erica, who's normally calm and polite, I've never seen her mad before. Even when I accidentally ruined some of her expensive kitchen stuff, she didn't even ask me to pay for it because accidents happen. So Erica got really mad and said that she wasn't going to adjust her whole life for a random people that I'm sleeping with. That's a valid point.
Yeah, I agree.
I was really hurt by the random people comment because it's not like I'm sleeping with different strangers all the time, and told her all the things Josh had said about her, and it was just being generally disgusting, like with the nose blowing sounds and the farting. And she said her bodily functions were going to happen, like it or not. She's right.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah,
you
you can't just be. I mean, you
you
can.
can kind of mask your bodily functions. Like you can kind of
Yeah.
hide.
You
like,
don't need to just rip in the kitchen. You know?
Yeah, like if you have to fart, I get it, but there's a difference between just like and like
little like.
yeah,
or
like,
like a
letting
little-
it go.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. And if she's in the bathroom or something, like if she's just trying to shit, like you might fart.
Yeah.
So sorry if you heard that, Josh, but it's you just gotta do it. I was still hurt and told her it was no wonder she was still single at her age, that she couldn't show basic
Oh.
respect for other people, and also said the thing Josh said about not wanting to be serious with me because he thinks I surround myself with bad / impolite people. Erica then said, the reason he isn't committing to you has nothing to do with me. It's because you're gullible enough to believe him when he feeds you crap like that. Once again, I'm not changing my life or magically stopping my bodily functions because of someone who has not said more than 2 words to me at a time. I basically just walked away crying at how much it had escalated, and now I'm posting it here. I didn't read the comments because I don't know how to get onto that website or whatever, but
Is it not at Reddit?
no, it was some weird
Oh.
website. I don't know what that was.
Okay.
So
Who's
who's in the
is
wrong?
she the asshole?
Yeah,
Who's the asshole?
I think they're
I
all.
think Josh might be
Josh
the
is
asshole.
Josh is a dark horse asshole in this situation. I feel like this girl main girl is probably the asshole because you can't just tell Erica, like, hey, be less gross. No wonder you're single. That's a terrible thing to say to
But that
someone.
girl also, the other Erica then responded with something like this is just some I'm not going to change my life for some random guy.
Yeah, the
What if
random guy, you don't need to say that.
What if he's he's not some random guy.
True.
He's the Josh.
Yeah, but Josh won't commit because like her roommate smells. So
Yeah, wait. So what was her point when she said something like you're gullible enough to believe that
Like-
that's why he won't?
yeah,
So he's not.
Josh
He's
is
not
just prob-
actually not committing because of the smells.
yeah, he just doesn't like her that much.
Mm.
Which that's a 21-year-old Josh kind of thing to do, you know? Like a guy that's gonna complain about spending money on gas doesn't really want to be with you.
Yeah.
Also, maybe just go to Josh's place. I don't know. Maybe stop bringing him over.
Maybe she doesn't have a car.
Josh has a car.
Oh,
He
so
spends
Josh
money
will
on
drive.
gas.
Yeah. If Josh really liked you, he would pick you up and then
That's what I'm saying.
drive back to Josh's place.
Exactly.
Maybe Josh's roommate makes a lot of curry, and he said he doesn't like the smell of curry, so maybe that's why he just can't escape this smell that makes him gag.
Basically, I think the best answer to this is just I think you and Erica aren't the right fit for each other. I also don't think you and Josh are the right fit for each other. Maybe you are.
This is all just a hate triangle.
I think somehow though, Josh and Erica might end up together.
That's what I thought. That's where that was gonna go. Is Erica was gonna be like the reason he like leaves every time is because he leaves and then actually sneaks into my room.
And we both hard boil eggs.
Yeah. All right. Here's a question for you.
Okay.
What smell do you just hate the most? That's the lead up question.
I mean,
Like, what is there a smell that just makes you nauseous?
specific smell. I'm trying to think. I mean, like seafood. I don't love the smell of seafood, but I can bear it. I think the smell of like rotting meat and is one of the grossest smells. Like when you have chicken bones in the garbage can for a couple days, like that's
Okay.
yeah.
If you guys have had that recently,
Oh, we've had it.
If you took a smell like that, one of them that you hate, whether it be eggs or seafood or whatever,
Eggs is up there too.
do you think you could like override your biology's like the way you're wired and just like if you put in your room just a ton of fish all over and you just locked yourself in there for like a week, do you think you could override the sense of hating that smell to the point where like you don't mind it anymore because you've been around it so long? So like my point is maybe Josh could just like make curry every single day even though he hates it, just to try and like kind of improve this about himself. And
Okay.
maybe you'd get to a point where you don't even mind the smell.
Well, yeah. So I think maybe Josh and Erica could start cooking curry and hard-boiled eggs together,
And then they bond.
So they get along together, and then it's all a big group thing, and they're all having fun. And maybe he gets used to the smell because he's around it so much.
And then he
'cause-
goes, "Hey Erica, watch this." And
and then
they
they're
have
all
like,
farting together.
Yeah,
and it's a big thing. And then they all blow each other's noses, and it's cool.
whoa! I've never blowed someone else's nose, or I've
Blown.
never
Blowed.
How do I? What's the
You've never
other
blown,
tense?
held a tissue.
Yeah, I've never held a tissue. I want to try
That's
that.
a weird thing to do.
There's a lot of things. There's things that are like basic that I've never like things that I could easily do, but I've
To
never
somebody
done.
else. Like what? Like have you shared
Like I've never
a bike?
put a Sharpie into someone else's hand.
What?
I
Why
don't,
would you do that?
I don't know. I'm just
You've never taken a Sharpie and put it in someone's hand?
yeah. So let's say you had put your hand in the writing position. Like,
Oh,
like
like
you're getting
this.
ready to write. I've never grabbed a Sharpie and just been like, there you go.
Yeah, I mean you've handed me a Sharpie before.
But that's different.
I guess. Next time I'll stand there with my form out ready for you to put it in.
But isn't that crazy though that there's a bunch of things like that we'll never do?
Yeah, I mean
Like you'll probably never hold the tissue up to let someone else blow their nose into it. Unless
there's
they're
very few situations where I would do that. I would do it if you didn't have arms, couldn't use your arms,
or you were like 3.
or you're like my child and you're 3. Yeah. But I mean like you're not one of those couples that you just kind of do all the weird things like pop each other's pimples and stuff.
No, you can pop your own pimples.
Yeah, dude, there's this 2 guys on my baseball team one year. I witnessed it. I was a foot away from this happening. One of them pointed out that the other one had a pimple on his neck. And he goes, "Hey man, can I pop that for you?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." Already weird. I was like, that's kind of weird. He gets up close to pop it, fucking pops it, and it goes in his eye. And he's got
other guy's eye.
yeah. So the guy that popped his pimple had this other dude's
pimple
pus in his eye,
Ew.
and it was hilarious.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Didn't you and your family always watch that Dr. Pimple Popper?
We've had like little phases. Yeah, I don't know.
That's a gross show.
It's mostly my sister that keeps bringing it up. Like,
would you guys eat when you would watch that?
We did one time, and I didn't like it. We were having spaghetti too. It was just not. It was not good.
Yeah,
it kind of looks like spaghetti sometimes, and it's like not for me.
It looks like spaghetti.
It can. The long ones.
The pus.
The long ones.
Okay,
yeah,
nice.
It's gross.
Guys, if you're a fan of the show and you want extra PIMS content, if you've just watched all the videos, all the streams, and you're like, you know what, I need more, you can get more at patreon.com/PIMS podcast. You can pledge $5, $10, or $15, so pretty cheap, but you get a ton of content in return. It's up to 10 videos a month now on Patreon. That's a good deal. And you get access to every single previous video we've ever posted. So at this point, there's like 100 videos or something on there.
Go take advantage of that. Plus, potential feet pictures.
I mean, yeah.
Well, there are feet pictures.
There are feet pictures if you guys want them. If you don't want them,
that's fine.
But if you want them, there.
Go for it.
All right, Kyle.
Yep.
Well, I got something that I found that I want to read.
Okay.
That is equally potentially weirder. I don't know.
Okay.
So it's a Craigslist post.
There it is. Okay.
It's under the gigs category. So
were you looking for gigs?
No, I actually found this one from someone else, but
So someone was looking for gigs?
Yeah, someone was looking for gigs, and this would be some easy money, I guess.
Yeah.
So they said, I want to chase someone. I am seeking somebody who will let me chase them. Age and gender doesn't matter. You can...
Oh, I heard Asian. I heard Asian. Gender doesn't matter.
Age and gender doesn't matter. You can be real old or a lady or black as long as you can go real fast.
So you can be old, lady, or black.
His point was you can be anything. Those were just some examples.
Okay.
You could be a real old lady or you could be black or anything.
Okay.
As long as you can go real fast. That's crucial.
He's looking for speed.
It doesn't matter where it happens, parentheses, inside or outside. But you have to be fun to chase. You can't be on a bike because it's cheating.
Duh.
I want the chasing to last a long time, and I want to be sweaty, but I have to catch you in the end. Okay.
What do you mean catch me? Like you're gonna tackle me? You take me down?
I don't know.
Are you just gonna touch me and then go? Can I go now?
I don't know. It depends if we're playing true tag or it's chase, role playing, running away from a guy trying to abduct you or running away from an animal. These are all different types of chasing.
Yeah, if he shows up, he's like, all right, I'm gonna put this face mask over my face and then I'm gonna have this. There's nothing in this gun, trust me, but I'm gonna be chasing you with it.
I think I would run faster if that were the case.
I think I would just straight up run, and then he might start chasing me.
Yeah. Now my question is, what if I ran too fast and I kind of outran him and actually got away from it? Am I not going to get my payment?
Probably not if you can't find him.
Yeah, but that's kind of his fault because he wants me to be fast.
Yeah, but he said not too fast. Yeah, he's got to be able to catch you.
All right.
He wants to break a sweat.
Yeah. Oh my God, maybe this is his thing. This is how he works out, but he only enjoys working out if it has high risk or high stakes.
Why is that your workout? And what is wrong with you for that to be your workout? You just love chasing people? Maybe he's just he misses his childhood and he wants to play tag. If that's the case, that's okay. But if you get this weird happiness from chasing someone and sweating and catching them, that's kind of alarming.
Yeah. There's more. So
okay.
I'll keep going. You might learn more about this guy.
Keep going.
So he wants to be sweaty, but I have to catch you in the end. If I don't catch you, then you won't get paid. There we go. But you can't let me catch you and be easy about it. And if you do, you won't get. Okay, so
he wants a challenge.
Basically, you can't get away from him, but you also can't make it easy. In both of those cases, you wouldn't get paid. All right, so he's very specific here.
I wonder how long he's looking for a chase. How long of it? Talking miles, or are we doing time, or
I don't know.
How big of square footage?
But he says after the chasing, you should say something to me like "good running" or "you're very fast," and give me a high five, one hand high five, or both hands high five.
Okay.
So he's cool with this, or you're super fast.
Okay.
Did you feel good?
That did feel kind of good. Thanks. Yeah, that was good.
Not because Oh, and give me a high five, not because I told you to, but because you think of it.
But you just told me.
Yeah, but you're supposed to act.
That's like when a girl's like, hey, you should buy me flowers. And then you buy flowers and you're like, well, that's just because I told you to. I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? Sorry I didn't get it to you before you.
Personal experience?
Maybe. No.
Okay, but because you think it. Afterwards, you should post a picture of me on your Facebook and make the picture caption say, quote, he caught me. Let me know.
Why the
So
Facebook?
that is
Facebook.
Like, I'd have to get paid extra to not to, because like it's one thing if I'm providing you a service, but then I gotta put it on my own Facebook account.
I have to admit that I was just being chased by you, basically.
Yeah.
I wonder how much he pays. Did it say?
No, but
I'd get. Is he around here?
I don't know.
Damn.
You can look for your own chaser or chasee. Wait, no, yeah, chaser. You're the chasee.
I'll be the chasee. I could outrun. I'm assuming I could outrun that guy.
How can outrun a robot?
I could drown a robot.
They could probably outrun one. Too.
Find me a robot and I'll drown it.
Yeah, no. I don't know. So how do you feel about chasing? Like if I came to you Saturday, had no plans, and I was like, Kyle, you want to work out? And you're like, yeah. And I was like, want to do some cardio? You're like, sure. Haven't done cardio in a while. And I go, okay, plot twist. Let's play tag. We're going to go on a run. You're going to be chasing me. And as soon as you catch up to me and tag me, then it switches. Then I'm chasing you. But there's like a 3-second buffer.
Mm-hmm.
Would you do it? That sounds like kind of a fun chase game.
I mean, just tag between two people's not that fun.
Oh, you want a big tag orgy?
Yeah, if it's like, multiple people tag, like capture the flag, more game aspect to it, that's cool.
Would you play capture the flag right now?
Yeah.
If we got a whole squad of guys, you'd play real capture the flag?
Of course.
Because sometimes, all I'm saying, not you, but a lot of our friends are a lot of talk.
Good.
They're a lot of talk and not a lot of walk.
I'm all about that action. I'm down to do things. When we get 4 people, all I want to do is play spike ball, but no one ever wants.
Never been. I want to play too, but every time we get 4 people, no one wants to play spike ball.
I agree. We need to get different friends. Anyone good at spike ball? You can be my friend.
Anyone want to be my friend?
Silence. Crickets.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, in a way, all the listeners are this camera. Like, you guys are like, you're kind of a camera.
I can see a couple in there.
Yeah.
What's up?
What's up, James? Who are you looking at? Who's that?
Michael.
Oh. What's up, Big Mike?
What's up?
Whenever I think of Big Mike, I just think of the douchiest guy ever.
Big Mike?
Big Mike. But they're not really that big. Like, people call them Big Mike, but they're not big.
He's like the short, like, stocky guy, and it's Big Mike.
What's up, Big Mike?
It's because he was huge when he was in, like, 6th grade.
Yeah.
And he just stopped growing.
He, like, sneaks alcohol into school in high school.
Dude,
and like
people used to do that.
I know.
I remember, like, there was somebody in my class that I, like, witnessed them doing it. I'm like, what are you doing? You're in class and you're drinking?
Like, bro, it's like 9 a.m. I'm in biology class right now.
There's
like,
nothing cool about it.
Why are you?
It's also like it smells like alcohol. I can literally smell it sitting here.
Yeah.
And it's like are you gonna talk to your teacher now? And
yeah.
They're gonna smell your alcohol, and you all obviously like being drunk. It's obvious when someone's drunk.
Yeah.
So I don't really know.
Did they? Yeah, but it seems like the people who like did stuff like that never seem to even get caught.
I know.
They just, I think, like the less you care, the less other people care about you doing it.
I mean, honestly, probably in high school, they probably give up on some people.
Oh yeah, there's definitely been teachers who like they have a student that like could use some extra help, but they're just such a piece of shit that like the teachers just kind of give up.
And like it's your job, but at the same time, like if they don't want to be helped, then you can't really help them.
Yeah.
So
there was this one kid in one of my classes that brought his own homemade edibles, and they were goldfish. And at the time, I didn't really know what like weed smelled like, and like, so when I went into the class, I didn't really talk to this kid. He was with like his other jerk off friends. And
jerking each other off, eating goldfish.
Yeah, and
nice. Sounds like our friend group.
And then I was like, "Oh, how come he has a huge bag of goldfish?" And my friend's like, "Dude, there's weed,
drugs."
It's like, "Oh shit!" Wow. But also, it was a lot. It was like a big, like the big Ziploc bags, the gallon Ziploc bags. Yeah. It was full of that, and he was just chomping away on these goldfish. And I was like, "Bro, that's a lot of like."
Wait, how did he make gold? How did he get weed and goldfish?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Did he make his own goldfish?
No, like
It must
I
have been
think,
pre-made goldfish, but then you put weed in there.
yeah, I think it's like a mix. Like he probably shook it up and like then bakes them, and it's like on the goldfish.
Probably
They
some
had like a
oil on
little
it or
different
something.
coloring. They looked like kind of more browner,
Mm,
brownerish.
yeah, you probably like put some oil on it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you try any?
I did not. In other news,
Do you have any news?
Well, yeah, but I was just gonna see if you like had like were
I have
gonna be
s-
impulsive and
I
was
have some
gonna
news.
just yell at me.
Taco
something.
Bell is a chicken sandwich.
Whoa!
You hear about that?
I didn't know Taco Bell had chicken.
Exactly. I don't know why they just stepped up with a chicken sandwich.
What do they call it?
I don't know.
Oh,
I just heard that they're getting a chicken sandwich. There's no way it's good.
I don't know. Taco Bell's kind of good. I like
But it's like
most of the things at Taco Bell.
It's like bad good though, you know?
Yeah, but so is McDonald's.
Yeah, but the places with the good chicken sandwiches, like Chick-fil-A is like good. Popeyes is good. They got chicken sandwiches, so
McDonald's has a chicken sandwich.
it's
and
not good.
It's
But it's not.
a lot of people get McChickens. It's kind of a staple.
Yeah, but that piece of chicken is not the same chicken
No.
as like Popeyes and.
Not all chicken is created equal.
So I would assume the chicken at Taco Bell is more along the lines of McDonald's. Maybe not as bad as McDonald's, but
We should try it.
maybe.
That means no.
That's a no. I'm not a
Um,
Taco Bell guy.
I saw an ad of Popeyes, and now they just announced this like, what's a popular type of fish? Like what is
Cod.
cod maybe?
I don't know.
I don't know if it's cod or something else, but it's like a chicken sandwich, but it's like fish, and they've been hyping it up, and they're like it's like a fried fish sandwich, but it
like a
looks
fillet of fish.
no, it looks like way better than that.
I mean,
s-
it probably is good.
I
for-
saw this TikTok of a lady that was camping on the beach, and there's a lot of like kind of food cooking TikTok accounts now, and there's this one chef lady, and she was camping, and she's like, "This is how you make an authentic like fried salmon sandwich." And she had like a slab of like delicious looking salmon.
She brought that camping.
Yeah, she had like a little like those portable little stove things or whatever.
Yeah.
And she like basically fried it. Like she had oil and she fried the salmon on the beach and then made this like dressing or whatever and made the sandwich, and it looked so fucking good. But, like obviously you'd have to like salmon, but like it looked amazing. And I realized that was my first time ever seeing
Salmon sandwich.
like a fish sandwich that's like actually fried. Well, I guess like fillet of fish is is that fried?
It's
Or
deep
what
fried.
is that?
It's not even fish, dude. I don't know.
It's like breaded, I guess, but is that different than something being fried? All I know is this salmon looked like legit like crunchy and crisp on the outside.
Well, there's fried and then there's deep fried. Maybe
Are
that's
those the
different.
same?
I don't know. I think deep fried is when you just like drown it in the oil. Fried is like maybe you can just flip it over on the pan.
That's grilling.
No, grilling, there's no oil
Oh.
and you're on a grill. You don't fry something on a grill because it would seep through. The oil would seep through the grill.
Wait, what?
You get what I'm saying? You can't
no,
on
I'm
a
saying,
grill.
no, but you can grill stuff on like a skillet on a stove.
that's
That's grilling it.
No, that's not grilling it.
What is that?
That's a frying pan. That's frying it.
That's not frying.
It's not grilling.
Yes, it is.
I promise you.
When
it's
you
not
make
grilling.
like grilled chicken, it's like
You
when
put it
I
on a grill.
cook, like a chicken breast on a skillet.
Yeah.
I call that grilling my chicken.
Yeah. I mean, maybe,
Is that
maybe
not-
some people say that. To me, that's not grilling because
That's frying.
I don't even know if it's frying. I don't know what it is, dude. But it's. I don't think it's grilling.
I'm mind blown. Yeah, no, I
'Cause,
mean,
like, I think you need a grill to be grilling something. At least that's how I see it. Maybe that's
it
not
would
true.
make sense because it's called a grill.
Yeah. And then you're using a frying pan to cook your chicken, probably. So maybe you fried it.
Yeah, I don't call it a frying pan though.
What do you call it?
A skillet.
You skilleted your chicken?
Yeah, I put my chicken on a skillet.
Yeah. But I mean, isn't a skillet a frying pan? Actually, no. Skillets are not frying pans.
They're different,
I don't know.
dude. I'm learning a lot.
I feel like
here.
skillets are the things that don't stick to them.
Yeah, but
Dumb
like I have a
conversation.
ton of like my family has these 3 skillet or whatever the fuck you want to call them, and when you bought them, it says like ultra non-stick, like blah blah blah.
They'll end up sticking.
They're never non-stick. They're all liars
They're non-stick for like a little bit,
for like a week.
the first couple times you use it, and then once you wash it and scrub it off, then it's like.
It's just like any other old pan.
I mean, there's probably better ways to keep it non-sticky. I just don't take
Yeah,
great
yeah, I don't-
care of my stuff.
I don't take my precautions. I wanted to tell you guys we were talking about fish. Anyways, Popeyes has this new fish sandwich that looks pretty dope. So if you like that, I would go, but the closest Popeyes is like 45 minutes away, and it makes me really depressed.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Yeah.
You can still do it.
Yeah, you're right.
It's just at some random truck stop place. So if you ever find yourself at that truck stop.
Yeah, if you guys ever find yourself at a Popeyes in a truck stop, you might be 45 minutes away from my house. So just keep that in mind. Okay. I wanted to tell you guys, I say it at the end of every episode when I say you can follow me at Hey Narwhal on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I have now started posting on TikTok, and I wanted to talk about it because, listen, here's the deal. We post on PIMS TikTok all the time.
Yeah.
And we have like 56,000 followers. It's gone pretty well. And then I realized, like, I don't know, TikTok over the time has become like a very enjoyable app for me. Like, obviously I still waste time on it, but I'm like, this is actually kind of cool. Like, there's cool people making cool stuff. I found cool life hacks, but then there's also just some hilarious shit on there. But I've realized there's also these people with like 500,000 followers, and the content is quite literally just them like in their room talking to the camera for like 30. Like, there's some people that have huge followings and there's no production value at all. It's just them with an interesting idea.
Or people that are just really attractive.
Yeah.
They get all the followers and they're doing nothing.
Exactly. So I'm like, if these people can either get 100,000 followers by standing there and kind of moving to a song just with like my tits out, or there's guys who like, I've seen so many different accounts of guys that are like, have you guys ever thought about how, and then like it ends and it gets like 1 million likes. And I'm like, I could have said that. Yeah. But that's the thing is everyone who doesn't make content always claims, oh, I could make that type of content.
People probably say that about us too.
Yeah. And so like, I'm sure people are like, oh, like I could make that type of content on a podcast. Like that's easy.
Yeah.
But like a lot of people don't, they say that, but then they don't put in the time to actually do it.
But you just said it.
No, I know, but that's my point is I didn't want to be the guy who's like, oh, I could, like, that's easy content. So I'm like, you know what?
Now you're doing it.
Why don't I start fucking making TikTok content on my personal? Because, I don't know, I've realized, like, I haven't even gone through and rewatched our old episodes, but just off the top of my head, thinking of topics we've talked about in old podcasts, I came up with 7 TikToks that I've made and I've saved. They're in my drafts now. But that was like 7 pretty good ideas that I feel like could potentially get a lot of views on TikTok. And that was just off the dome. So I'm like, if I went back and I just
kind of, if I try.
Yeah, if I used our old podcast as like inspiration of like a random idea we had or like a random thing that I thought was funny, like I could just kind of take a spin on that perspective and just talk about it for fucking 30 seconds on TikTok.
Maybe I'll drown an actual robot on TikTok.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just saying, like I made one and it got like 1,000 views, which like obviously isn't a lot, but I had like 20 followers and now I got like 70.
Nice.
So I don't know. My point is I'm on TikTok now, making some talks, ticking it up.
Where should they follow you?
At Hey Narwhal on there.
Nice.
I don't know. My point is, I mean, TikTok is already the biggest app in the world, but I do think that like.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's huge.
Even bigger than
Instagram, it's like has the most active users, I think.
Dang. Okay.
I don't know. My point is, I think that like for me, like and us, the type of stuff we want to do, it's like I realized like what the fuck am I doing, dude? Like I have this potential resource. Why am I not using this?
Oh, you're right.
Like I could get a ton of followers on TikTok, and even if 20 people find my personal TikTok and then see, oh, he co-hosts this podcast, and then 2 of them go check it out, and maybe one of them becomes a fan and binges 200 episodes.
Yeah,
that's 200 downloads that I got that I wouldn't have got.
That's true. So, thanks TikTok.
Well,
and John.
It hasn't really helped out yet, but my point is, I'm gonna start grinding TikTok. I'm gonna post on there like every day, so go follow me.
Okay. Well, you say that now. Every day?
Yeah, I mean, I made 7 the first night and I made 3 last night.
That's 10.
I'm just saving them.
Right.
They take like that's what's so nice is like it's not hard. It's like easy. I don't even do anything. I just sit there on my bed, record for 20 seconds, and I'm like, trim it down a little bit, and then
there's probably a bunch of like little things you should do though, like to make it pop off more. Like there's probably little things you can add to it, or filming it a certain way, or
like I put in little like text on screen that I think will catch people's attention, and then if you use like trending songs in the background, like those help and stuff. But I don't know. My point is, it's fun, and I'm doing it. So go follow me over there. Do you think you'll ever talk it up?
Yeah, I mean,
I think you'd have some. I think you could make like good content.
I need to think of some ideas. Like,
I mean, obviously, but like
I feel uninspired with TikTok.
But it's like you could do basically what we do here.
No, I know, but that's the thing though, is like sometimes when I don't even plan on saying something, that's when I'm at my best.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't really do that with TikTok. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. I'm just saying. I think if you try, you could be good at it, and I think you should.
Sure. I'll probably give it a go.
Not going to.
I don't know.
Dude, but what I'm saying is it could be practice for like what we want to do in the future.
Yeah,
if we ever want to do a show.
No, I'm not saying no.
It'd be dope.
Sure.
I don't know. And it's if we both gain followings, you're not just helping yourself, you're helping PIMS grow.
Yeah, no,
it's like it's doing a service to everyone.
Yeah.
So if we all if I have 100,000 followers, you have 100,000 followers, and PIMS has 100,000 followers on TikTok, then we're basically mega famous at that point.
I mean, first step is getting 100,000 followers.
First step is making TikToks.
That's true. Unless you can get 100,000 followers without making TikToks.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have 69 followers or subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I've kind of made it big without posting any videos.
I don't know, guys. Comment to Kyle. Encourage him to make TikToks, because I feel like I won't be able to encourage him myself. So I think if you guys all tell him to make TikToks, then he'll be more likely to.
I mean, I'll make some talks if something strikes me.
Yeah, but
nothing is currently striking me.
That's why you got no. But that's what I'm saying. You gotta go out of your way to try and. It's not just gonna happen.
Oh yeah, no. I'll think about some talks.
Okay.
I'll think about talks.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Try to make some talks.
I'll think about it.
I'll think about it.
No, I'll think about some talks to make.
No. Say I'll make some talks.
I'll make some talks.
I don't like that. I don't like thinking about. Listen, guys, that's what I'm saying. I can't convince him, but if I guarantee if 100 of you comment, Kyle, we want you to make TikToks, I bet he'll make some. I bet.
Yeah, I mean,
if 100 people comment
this is just being made into way bigger of a deal than it should be.
No, I just don't want to be the only one making TikToks. That's it. So, Kyle, I had a rant about babies, and I was just hoping maybe you could help tear apart babies with me for a second. Actually, no, sorry, not babies, baby owners.
Oh, so parents, baby owners.
Yeah, baby owners. So I fucking hate when like babies are around and like and the baby's like, "Wah!" And then the mom or the dad goes, "Oh, he just told me he's hungry," or like the cousin's like, "Oh, he said he loves you." You know
I feel like people do that more with dogs than.
Okay, well, I've had some experiences recently with like family members that have babies.
Are people just bringing babies around you?
Well, not all the time, but
you got like a specific baby you hate?
No, I hate certain people that act a certain way around babies. I hate when they're like the baby's there and the baby's like, and they're like, "Oh, he just said he wants to play," and I'm like, "No, he fucking didn't." You don't know what this baby said. I hate it. Like you're literally you're pushing what you want this baby to think, and then you're basically pushing your agenda on this fucking baby and everyone else around you. So the baby's like, "Bah!" And it's like, "Oh, he's hungry. What if he's not hungry?" And then now you're acting like the baby's hungry because you want the baby to be hungry.
I mean, I think you're really overthinking this whole like people saying things for their babies. I don't think they're
speaking on behalf of their baby.
But
stupid.
It's not like they're saying, "Oh, my baby said like make sure you vote for this person." Like it's not that.
But you don't know what if the baby wants to play.
Yeah, but are they forcing the baby to play? Like the baby doesn't play. The baby
no,
doesn't
like
play.
They're like, "Oh, the baby wants to play." Then they'll go over. They'll be like, "Oh, here, look at the ball." Oh.
Well, what else are you supposed to do with a baby?
I don't know.
Just let it sit there. At least try and engage with it.
No, I'm not saying you can't engage with the baby. I'm just saying.
It seems like you are.
No, that's not.
What are you saying?
I'm saying if a baby says something, don't act like you know what that baby is saying. Just be like,
I mean,
oh,
do people really?
yes.
I'm not around a lot
I
of
wrote
babies.
this down during a specific moment when they said, oh, he said, so, and then they said whatever he said. And in my head, I was like, he did not fucking say that. And you know it. They're liars. You know the baby didn't say that.
People do that for like dogs though too.
Yeah. You're wrong, though. That's the thing. It's like the people,
But
you're just
sometimes
flat
you're
out
right.
wrong.
But sometimes you're right though.
I don't know. Like if a dog makes a noise and you say, oh, he has to go to the bathroom, then you take him outside and he goes to the bathroom, that doesn't necessarily mean the sound he made was because he has to go to the bathroom. That could be a coincidence.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I get. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but like, what are you supposed to do? Should I ignore my baby? Should I not speak to the baby? Should I not play with my baby?
You can do any of those things.
Okay, so I
The only
I can
thing
do anything
you
with my
can't
baby.
do is don't say, oh, he said blank.
Okay.
That specific quote, because he probably didn't say that. You know? Am I the only one that gets fired up by this?
You're quite fired up about this whole baby thing. Yeah, I mean it doesn't. I'm not around a lot of babies, so I don't know what the like baby trends are now. I don't know what people are doing with their babies. Maybe people are speaking more with their babies now.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel like if my baby makes a noise, I'm not ignoring it.
Yeah, no, you can play with it. I'm not saying ignore your baby
Okay.
by all means.
Just you get mad if I say like, oh, like little Kyle Jr. He's just saying he's hungry.
Yeah, or or if it's like, oh, he really likes you. It's like you don't know that.
Yeah, but I mean, what if the baby's like looking at me and smiling and like holding my finger? I think it likes me.
I don't know. All I'm saying is,
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I feel like people say that to like, for like, because they're around other people.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm by myself, I'm not like with my baby. First, I don't have a baby, first of all, so maybe I don't know. But if I'm by myself, my baby makes a noise. I'm not like, okay, yeah, let's go outside. Good thinking. If I'm around a lot of people, they're probably doing it as like a group comedic joke because it's like this is a big group situation and the baby is the center of it. Let me crack a joke about my baby that's babbling. Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. That's just my only.
No,
that's my only defense for that.
Kind of makes sense.
I mean, it is annoying though when people do that because
Yeah.
it's like you don't know what they're saying. It's a baby and it's dumb. And
That's what I'm saying.
It probably just made a noise because it heard other people making noises.
Yeah, the baby probably doesn't like me. He doesn't want to play. Well, he probably wants to play, but I don't think that's the root of the sound. That's.
I also remember like as a young kid when I had like my younger cousins when they were like baby toddlers, like borderline talking, I used to just follow them around and be like, say Kyle, and they'd be like, Doy. And I'd be like, oh, she thinks my name's Doy. So, you know, I'm kind of a culprit of it. I've done it.
Oh, so you thought like they didn't even know what you were asking
No, they were
them.
just making noises.
They just make a noise.
And I thought that she was trying to say my name. So
yeah, but that's because
I've done it.
You were dumb.
Yeah, but I was also like 8.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I was definitely older than that.
How old were you?
At least 12.
Oh, nice.
Too young to be thinking a baby's actually trying to say my name.
Do you think that if you were 12 now, how do you think your life would be different if you were 12 when we were 12?
What do 12-year-olds do nowadays?
Fortnite?
Yeah. Actually, my cousins coincidentally are 12.
Oh. Yeah, so if you were like their age and in their like but it was 2021 and you were 12, how do you think you as a person would like be different and develop differently? Or do you think things would be basically the same? Like do you think you'd still be really into baseball, be like kind of shy or whatever?
I think I'd still probably like
insecure
sports,
in high school and then start a podcast after being depressed?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
or do you think things would take a different turn?
I feel like I'd like to think I'd be along the same lines of what I'm doing now, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like kids now are just kind of, they're a lot more like disrespectful, I feel like.
Boomer! Kyle's a boomer.
Joe was waiting for me to say something bad. Yeah, I'm a boomer. No,
Except you're not a boomer.
No.
You're a
Gen Z.
No, what are we?
We're
We're
Gen Z.
millennials.
No.
Oh, millennials are a few years older
Yeah,
than us.
millennials are like, they hate us. Millennials hate us.
So wait, so we're Gen Z, then there's what, Gen X?
No, Gen X is like my mom.
Oh, so what's the one below us?
I don't know. I think I've looked this up before.
Yeah, we have.
So millennials are 1980 to 94. Gen Z is 95 to 2012. So the kids now that are like, so born in 2013 on to 2025 is Gen Alpha.
Whoa.
Lucky. We
Damn.
got Gen Z and they're just back to Alpha.
So 7-year-olds are already
Alphas.
damn.
We're just Z.
Yeah. How do they decide what? That's such a
Who
random.
decides?
Yeah.
The generation committee?
Yeah. I don't know.
How do I get voted into that?
Um.
Have you heard from your ancestor yet?
No, dude. It takes. I check like every day, and they're like processing. Like, dog. It can't. I don't know. I don't know science, but how could it? How
you
does
know
it take
science.
8 weeks? What do they do? You mean
You must
you're
have
telling me?
complex.
You must be telling me every day they go into work, or is mine just sitting on like a shelf for 7 weeks, and then it takes them like 1 day to actually do it?
That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
They probably just have a lot of people sending them stuff. But you know how there's like the conspiracies that they're keeping your DNA from that? You know how the people, like there's conspiracy theorists that say people that send in your like spit or whatever to whatever get it tested,
Yeah.
they can like keep your spit, and then they now have your DNA and they can like do something with it. They can one, plant it, two, use it for I guess if you ever commit a crime, now they have your DNA.
Yeah. No, I mean, I've heard of that, but also don't they like already have your DNA from like when you're born in the hospital? Don't they like,
I don't think they do.
they don't take anything from you? They don't take like a little strand of baby hair or
I don't know.
chop off part of my like
Umbilical cord. What's that?
thing? Yeah.
Umbilical cord.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Also, here's a question.
Okay.
At what point when you're inside your mother's womb, at what point does the DNA change from like mom's DNA to like baby DNA? Like at what, there's got to be like a certain spot, you know, because the baby's connected to the mom with the umbilical cord. So is there a certain spot on the umbilical cord where it's like, all right, this is now the baby's part and this is the mom's DNA?
I see what you're saying. Like on the umbilical cord, like whose?
Where does the DNA line get drawn?
Dude, I don't know. I'm going to assume the baby, but.
So you're saying the whole cord, but then even, dude, these are the type of things that keep me up at night.
I've never thought about that, but that's a great question. I don't know.
Because because the cord is attached. That's like saying like in a circle, right? The line of a circle.
Like,
it's like saying where's the start?
Yeah, I mean it's.
So where does the DNA of a baby when it's attached?
Whoa.
Because even if you say it's on the baby, it's like, all right, if that's the case, but like what part? Like, is it right where the umbilical cord touches the belly?
Okay, I have a couple theories. Both of them are probably wrong. They are wrong.
Okay.
But number one, maybe it like cuts off at the start of the cord and the end of the cord, and then everything in between is just like mixed emotions, maybe like mixed DNA kind of flying around. Things are flying around, whatever. Maybe that.
Yeah.
Or honestly, I don't even know what other options there are.
Yeah. I don't know.
But like also, when does the DNA of the baby form? I mean, that might just be like a scientific answer that someone knows.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, after like week 4, the baby like develops DNA.
Probably.
But like, yeah, like how far does that stretch out? You know?
I don't know, dude. It's a crazy thing.
What? I'm thinking of all these things, and now it's just confusing me even more.
I know. Is there more you want to ask, or is it just too much for your brain?
Well, I'm just trying to make some sense of it.
There's not much, dude. When it comes to childbirth, there's not much that you can even make sense of. It's just one big confusing magic trick.
It's just unbelievable that we can give birth to people. Not we, but like women.
Yeah. Well, the thing I thought of the other day was it's fucking crazy to me that like every human, I mean, obviously there's some birth defects and like physical like disabilities or whatever, but generally speaking, like every human in the world, like how does the DNA know to like build the body in a way to where like like our veins. Wait, was there just a
what
noise?
was that sound?
I don't know. What was that?
I don't know. It sounded like that was about to go
That's
off.
what I thought it was. I don't know what that sound was. That was weird. Are we tripping or
that was weird. I
Okay.
heard that too.
But Like, for example, hold out your arm or like pull up your sleeve or something.
I can't really pull it that far.
Okay, but like, isn't it crazy? We all have veins like around this area, right? Like,
Yeah.
You got a vein right there.
Yeah.
But it's like, obviously there might be some people have veins in like slightly different spots, but just the fact that like the body builds itself to where like it's always going to build this way
Well,
and doesn't get fucked up and like
no, that's what birth defects are, though.
that's what I'm saying. So it's obviously not always the case, but like, I don't know, probably a small percentage of people that have a birth defect.
Yeah.
How is it that successful? That's crazy.
I don't know. And the fact that like every other animal ever can do the same thing.
Yeah.
And they just like keep going.
And then like, it's just crazy that, every once in a while someone doesn't pop out and like their hands are on upside down. So like, imagine if your wrist was here, but your hand was like,
Yeah, how has no one ever like popped out with like feet hands?
I don't know. That's
Maybe they have. Also, dude, evolution. I don't get it. How is it that like something can have legs and then just not have legs? Or like it doesn't have legs and then all of a sudden it just has legs. Like,
well, it's not all of the sudden. It's over
No.
millions of years.
Yeah, but like what about like it starts growing nubs? So then I'm in this weird awkward stage of like, what are those? I was like, yeah, these are my nubs. I don't really know. My son's gonna have a little bit longer ones though.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna keep going until they're finally like feet.
Yeah, but it's over the course of so many years that like per your individual lifespan, it won't even be noticeable.
Yeah.
Because your life is so short in the grand scheme of evolution. Like we're probably being a part of an evolution of like,
Yeah,
'cause
I mean, we are,
people
yeah.
from like the 1600s are way smaller
Yeah.
and we're
Why?
getting way bigger.
Yeah, how is that? Why?
Because if like someone 7 foot has a baby with another person who's 7 foot, the kid's gonna be bigger, and it's like there's just overall an uptrend of bigger people.
But not every 7-footer's having kids with 7-footers.
Yeah, but if a 7-footer has a kid with someone who's like 4'10", the kid's, I think there's still a chance that the kid's gonna be tall, which then just
So you're saying like one person was just randomly born super tall, and then all their kids were tall,
probably I think,
or all the short people just died, survival of the fittest, and like the tall,
Yeah,
the
that's
tall
that
athletic
too.
people probably could survive for themselves.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's harder to run away from a musket shot if you're 4'4" than
No,
if you're
that's true.
6'2".
I would love to go back to like 1200 when everyone's like 5'2", and just
Dude,
I could just run train through that town.
We would be awesome, dude. Imagine we just like walk through town with like our current outfits and stuff.
Yeah.
They'd think we're superheroes.
They'd probably kill us.
No, we'd beat the shit out of them.
That's true.
They'd have like stones and like bow and arrow. I don't know. Actually,
have
they're
bow and
probably good
arrows?
with a bow and arrow.
Yeah, that's true.
I
They had to survive somehow. But if it was no weapons, hand-to-hand combat, I'm beating the shit out of a 5'2" person from 1200. Sorry, you're getting stomped into the ground.
They were one of Joe Rogan's episodes that he was talking with some guy that was like some, I don't know, philosopher or like some fucking science guy. I don't know, but they were talking about how
Bill Nye?
Yeah, Bill Nye. He was basically saying if you took someone from like the 1300s and dropped them into like LA today, that person would truly believe that like it is either aliens or like their whole entire understanding of like everything would just be like obliterated.
Yeah.
Like they would think it was magic. They truly wouldn't believe that like that's real life. Because if you didn't even have electricity, you had nothing.
Yeah, they literally could not even imagine what we have today.
Yeah, so you would be like absolutely just mind blown.
Dude, what if aliens that we've seen are just people from the future that are coming back and checking on us? Or something like that.
Or people from the past. Maybe our people of the past are actually aliens.
What? Evolution. I don't know. What?
I don't really know.
I don't know what that
I
meant.
thought
Everyone from the past was aliens. So
yeah, so maybe like there wasn't actually people in the 1300s. They weren't people. They were aliens that like shapeshifted into whatever, and then they made us believe that we had that past history, but that human civilization was really started by the aliens in like 1472.
So then wouldn't we be aliens because we came from them?
No. The aliens made
us
humans.
Okay.
But the aliens were the quote unquote people from the 1300s. They just shapeshifted. They weren't really real people though. So there was no people before the 1300s before the aliens came.
Yeah, no, there's no flaw in your argument. I agree. That makes sense. That's probably what it was.
It makes sense if you don't think about it.
Yeah. Even when I do think about it, it makes sense.
Ow.
That was weird.
How come I make so many weird sounds on this show, dude?
I don't know. You ever have where you just like you laugh a little bit too hard? Yeah, like that. Like you laugh a little bit too hard and then you make a sound. Kind of. Just didn't expect that. It happened earlier where I laughed and I was like, I gave a little like, ha ha, and I was like, I didn't mean to do that. I wasn't laughing that hard.
Oh, was that inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made a like weird sound.
I remember that.
I was like, ha! I was like, whoa.
Yeah, you were like coughing while laughing.
Yeah, it was gross. I hate being sick. I'm cutting all of those out.
No, don't.
At least now I have to turn it down. Thanks.
Yeah, just turn it down a little
All
bit.
right. I hate when you're sick though, and you have all that shit in your throat, and then like you start laughing, and then you ever have that little phase where it goes like, ugh,
that's what happens.
Yeah, I hate that.
I
shit.
always have that on the show, and that's why you guys are like, dude, why does your throat always get all fucking clogged up?
Well, but you're not coughing it up though. It just fucking
gets
winds
in
its
the way.
way up there, and then all of a sudden you're like,
Yeah, it's annoying. I don't know what
Yeah.
that's from.
stop with the phlegm in your throat.
I'll try.
Try coughing it up. Spit it out.
It doesn't. I don't know. Okay, Kyle, so we hop into the segments here.
Let's get it.
All right, guys, today we have AMITheA of the week, and this is the battle bracket for our segments. If you're new around here, first of all, go follow us at PIMS Podcast on everything, and DM us. We love talking to you guys, and you guys should all tell your friends about the show because word of mouth is the best.
And your enemies.
Yeah.
We like them too.
Yeah.
Even though you don't, we do.
Yes. So, Kyle, who aced it this week?
I'm just going to go with the general. Baseball is back. That's just a happy time of year for me. I know. Thank you.
Let's go.
Currently, there is a lot of bad stuff with the Mariners. I'm not even going to touch on it because like no one really cares, but it's just, yeah, it sucks. But I'm just happy the baseball's back.
Give them like a 7-second spark notes of the Mariners.
Our president said some bad stuff, a lot of bad stuff. He just offended so many people and didn't realize he was being recorded. So he had to go, and it got leaked, and it looks really bad for the Mariners and baseball. And it sucks to be a Mariners fan, and it always has been, and it always will be. So, but I'm still loyal. I just hate my team.
I'm kind of confused sometimes. Like, are you?
I hate them, but
are you optimistic or are you the opposite of optimistic? I don't really understand. Like when you look towards the future, do you see a bright light or do you just see darkness, but you're okay with the darkness?
So currently, before that incident, I saw a bright light for once in my whole life. We have something good going on.
Yeah.
We got some good guys coming up, some good young prospects. And then everything just seems to get screwed up, as it always does, being a Mariners fan. And
but
now
you've learned to just go with it. You don't fight it.
I'm not surprised that all that happened. It was just a bummer that it did happen.
Yeah.
And you just kind of got to roll with it. And I know I'm supporting a team that's not the best ownership / management, but
there's nothing you can do.
I love them. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's like I can't.
All right. You got to love that. You're loyal.
I'm just happy baseball's back, though. I'll take it.
All right. My A this week. So this man set the world record for the fastest time to eat the world's hottest chili, which is the Carolina Reaper. He set the world record, but he suffered greatly. So there's this guy named Mike Jack. It says Mike Jack got his insides blowtorched by the Carolina Reaper, but got himself a Guinness World Record. Basically, he ate this pepper in 9.72 seconds, which I have to say, it's not that impressive to me when I just read that.
Yeah.
Because it's like this big.
Yeah, it's the spice factor that like I don't know. I feel like Joey Chestnut could eat that faster.
Yeah.
It's just that he doesn't want the heat.
Yeah, he doesn't want to deal with it. So anyways, this guy, he ate it, but then apparently, like, I'm surprised his record counts because it says he winced in pain and so he ate it, but then he immediately puked. But like he still
immediately puked?
Well, it says he winced in pain, retched, and required a bucket. It feels so good, but hurts so bad, Jack said. Guinness does not appear to mention a previous record, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, so
no one had ever tried it. So
fuck that.
We could do that.
That is one thing I will say I will never do. I will never eat a Carolina Reaper. ever.
I don't know. I feel like if I did it though, I feel like it could beat 9.7 seconds. Like 9 seconds? Like obviously you're in. Does the pain prohibit you from swallowing? Do you think? You think it's so hot that you like gag and you're like.
Think about your habanero. You want to get it down as fast as you can, but
you can't.
It stays in your mouth.
That's true. I chewed that a lot.
Like, yeah, you just chew it nonstop, and then eventually you realize, like, it's just hot in my mouth. I got to get this down. And then it just heat travels. It sucks.
Yeah. It says, so it's 1.6 to 2 million Scoville units. And he said, someone said, the creator of this. First of all, the fact that there's a creator of this pepper.
That's the dude that's on the We Are the Champion show.
Oh, yeah.
That guy's a psycho, by the way.
Ed Curie.
That dude that makes those just gets such a boner when people are in pain for his peppers. It's kind of weird.
He said it's kind of like eating molten lava. It's 200 times hotter than the pedestrian jalapeno. Anyways, I thought that was pretty dope, but I think we can beat it.
Okay. Well, I won't. Screw that.
Yeah. Who failed this week?
Okay. A lot has failed this week. One, United Airlines. Did you hear about the plane that like broke during the flight?
Colorado or something?
Yeah, they were trying to fly from like Denver to Honolulu, and then right after the plane took off, it started like falling apart.
Yeah, fuck.
Parts were falling
dude.
into people's yards. It's like what's the Breaking Bad? Like when all that shit's flying out of the sky, they had to like circle back and land back down. And I think I saw a video of one of the jets on the side was just on fire as people were flying, and they're at the window seat like.
I can't believe that people had like. I don't even know if I could like film that. I'd be so terrified of. Like, I don't want to get in a plane crash. And if I just witnessed this fucking engine on the side just, like, barely hanging on, I'd be freaking the fuck out. Okay, here's a question. If you survived, like, something like that and you landed back at Denver and they're like, oh, my God, like, I don't know what happened. Like, they're freaking out. Obviously, there's probably going to be, like, lawsuits or something. Actually, I don't know if there's lawsuits if no one gets injured, but.
There could be, like, a fear lawsuit.
Yeah, I don't know. My point is. If they offer you, like, same day, they say, oh, my God, we'll get you on another flight in, like, an hour. Yeah. Would you fly again that same day, or would you be like, I got to go home? Like, I'm done flying for a while.
I might. Dude, you're going to Honolulu. So it's like, I kind of want to go.
Yeah. And the odds of it happening twice in a row are extremely low.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, like, this might sound ignorant because I've never been in a plane crash or I've never been in a plane that's, like, falling out of the sky. But being in a plane doesn't scare me that much. And like, if I were to see that out my window, obviously I'd be not happy.
Yeah.
But I feel like I kind of accept the fact that, like, I could die in this plane.
Yeah.
So that doesn't really bother me. So I don't think that would really affect me. But I don't know. I've never been in that situation, so maybe it would.
Yeah. So anyone who's ever been in a crashing plane, let us know.
Yeah, let me know. If you landed in the Hudson on that one plane.
Did you hear another Malaysian flight went missing again, like a month ago?
Again?
Yeah, another one. How do all these Malaysian airline flights just disappear? I don't know. Well. Ocean? They think they always crash in the ocean, but it's in this zone where they like don't have any radar or something. So they just
maybe
disappear.
Don't fly there. Don't fly in that zone.
I don't know, man.
Or just stop flying with that
airline. It's all
around
the Bermuda Triangle, I think. And by I think, I mean I have no evidence, but I just, I don't think sense.
Malaysia's near the triangle, though.
Yeah, just because it's Malaysian Airlines doesn't mean they're only flying near Malaysia.
That's true. I just would think.
Where is Malaysia?
Asia.
But like,
I don't know.
I don't know what Malaysia is. Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, I also have Texas because, well, they've had a bunch of like really shitty luck with weather and everyone lost power and it frozen and everything was frozen. It seemed like that really sucked. But there are some special few really dumb Texans that are trying to claim that the snow is fake because
they can't
when they try to melt it, it like burns a little bit. And it's because you're packing a snowball and you're putting a lighter up to it. They don't know what snow is in Texas, but it's just gonna leave black marks.
I saw like a video explanation of like this animated thing of like someone explaining the reason that happens is not some weird conspiracy. It's because when you melt the ice like that, it literally kind of like dissipates into the air rather than like dripping off like you would expect. So, guys, it's real snow over there. It's not fake.
It's just like
it just doesn't do what you thought it would do.
When I saw that, I was one, not surprised that people were trying to claim it was fake, and two, it's like you think we're getting fake snow now? Like, come on.
Yeah. But
I'm all for like
that's something I would do though if I never saw snow. Like that's something you and I could see us doing. We're like, bro, we got to talk about this on PIMS. Like the snowball just won't melt.
That's true. It's just so funny to me, like seeing people that they just are so like perplexed by the fact that there's snow.
Yeah.
And they're just like trying to light it on fire.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah, Blake, my buddy Blake from Louisiana sent me a photo like outside his house, and there was like literally the tiniest amount of snow ever, and he's like, holy shit, bro, we got snow last night. And it's like barely even mist on the grass, but I was like, and he said like it's only done that twice in his whole life. Jeez. Where he lives, so like obviously they're not gonna know shit about snow.
Did he burn it?
I don't think he tried burning it, unfortunately.
Good for him.
Or fortunately. All right, well, my F this week, this one I'm not really sure what happened here, but my F this week is a New Zealand cactus smuggler.
Okay.
New Zealand sentences cactus smuggler caught with 947 plants strapped to her body.
Wait. They were strapped to her?
Yup, she got them strapped on her.
Ow.
So it says New Zealand authorities have sentenced a woman who tried in 2019 to smuggle nearly 1,000 cacti and succulents into the country strapped to her body. How could you possibly strap 1,000 cacti to your body?
They must have been tiny, like just the like little baby ones. Also, dude, little cacti are so fragile. If you just get like bumped a little bit, it just like fucking rolls out.
So this 38-year-old lady pleaded guilty to violating biosecurity laws after she was caught twice with plants and seeds at Auckland International Airport when returning home from China. Blah blah. Now, hold on. So she was sentenced to intensive supervision for 12 months and 100 hours of community work. Like, I don't know if 12 months is a lot or not a lot.
I feel like she should get more. Because
947 plants?
Dude, in moving, maybe cacti aren't as dangerous to be moved around to different areas, but there's some plants that if you, like, you can't fuck with that stuff and move them to different places.
Yeah, why is that? What happens?
Well, because
they, like, lead to, like, diseases or?
Well, no, not to diseases, but they can really take over the ecosystem because they're not meant to be there. So, like, some examples like blackberry bushes here, you know how they just get all over the place? They're not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
And they got brought over somehow. And same with not butterscotch, maybe it's butterscotch or scotch broom. The yellow stuff, sometimes you'll see it on the highway.
Oh. Okay.
That's also invasive here.
Wow. How'd you know that?
Because I took IB Dirt.
Oh, yeah. IB Dirt. Let's go. Okay, so it says so I basically wanted to figure out why she was trying to smuggle these things, and it says strapped stockings containing 947 succulents and cacti valued at over $10,000 to her body and attempted to bring them into the country. The cacti included 8 endangered and threatened species. She tried to dispose of the items in the airport toilets after attracting the attention of a detector dog. Damn, so the dog
smelled cacti?
Smelled that cacti, and she booked it into the bathroom and tried to
fucking dropping.
Good luck. Like, that's why she shouldn't have had 947.
How did she do that? It like maybe she's really like a petite person, and then she just wore this huge coat and like acted like she was huge, but it's just actually like layers.
Isn't there a movie like a old comedy movie from like the 90s where there's like 2 people, but they wear like a big trench coat and one's on top of the other?
Yeah, I mean that's been done in like a lot of cartoons. But yeah, I mean it's the same idea.
I'm trying to find. Oh, there's a photo here.
Well, it's like in Wolf of Wall Street when they're walking around or they go on the plane with like strapped cash all around.
It's like that,
but with cactus.
She was also carrying plant pots and ornaments which were found in a
quite the botanist.
To contain a snail and pieces of tree fern. They were wrapped in moldy wet paper, also a potential source of disease. Ew, look at I don't know what I'm really looking at. But it looks like logs
this looks like
when you get Play-Doh or dough and you roll it on like your cutting board into like a long cinnamon roll thing.
So these are just all cacti?
I don't know. Yeah, that's disgusting. Anyways, that was my F this week. What are you doing, people? Now, Kyle.
Yeah.
This is the battle bracket.
It's time to battle.
It's time to battle it out. What do we got this week?
Okay.
All right, first of all, people, if you don't know how this works, every single week, Kyle and I pick a thing or an item or a feeling or something, and we're going to battle it out. And by the end of this season of PIMS, we will have the best thing on planet Earth.
Exactly. So we just decide which one's better or which one we like more. Okay, so today I came with driving on fresh pavement, and John comes with completing a ton of errands in one day. John went for the bigger good feeling. I went for the little step of joy.
That's a good one though, because
it's a nice feeling driving on some nice pavement,
especially when you transition from shitty pavement to new pavement, and it's like
all of a sudden you're just floating and everything's way quieter, and,
the music sounds way better too.
Yeah, you're not bumping around in your car. You're just like,
yeah.
Oh. It's like floating on a
pretty
cloud.
Good. Did you drive on the fresh pavement on the way over
I
here?
did. It was cool.
Yeah. Damn, bro. I didn't. That one is a really underrated thing.
Yeah.
No one really talks about it. Okay, but if you have you ever had a thing on your to-do list that you just keep putting off for
all
months
the time,
and you don't want to do it, and then sometimes you end up doing it and it only takes you 7 minutes to do, and you're like, why have I been putting this off? Well, imagine that, but some days I'll usually a Sunday or a Saturday, I'll just do I'll go grocery shopping, I'll get an oil change, I'll get a haircut, I'll deal with my taxes all in one day.
Dude, I had a super productive Sunday last Sunday. I think I went to the store to get food. I worked out. I cleaned my room, washed my sheets.
Yeah.
I vacuumed our apartment. I cleaned my bathroom, and I cleaned the kitchen.
Damn.
And I was just going off. I just kept going and going.
Damn.
And I felt great about myself.
What was Shim doing?
He was doing the same thing.
Damn, you guys were cleaning together?
Big cleaning day.
Damn, that's
It was
kind
cool.
of cute.
Yeah, it was super cute. We kissed a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. What won last week? Last week was when you make eye contact with someone. See, the thing is I am going for more big picture things.
I'm going for little victories.
Yeah, that's what's kind of tough is
yeah.
Because it's kind of an unfair matchup.
Yeah. Would I rather have the feeling of driving on fresh pavement or when I complete all the errands? Probably the errands.
Yeah, maybe this is unfair because this is kind of like a high school team versus a Division I college team.
Yeah.
They're both. A high school team can still be really good.
Right.
But it's a whole different league.
Exactly. But this is the battle bracket, and if there was a battle that came down to it, I think completing errands in one day would probably win.
Okay.
So I guess that's our champion for the day.
Okay. There you have it, guys. If you have any ideas for the battle bracket, or if you disagree and you want to yell at us,
go ahead and yell.
DM us, or yell at your TV, but then don't yell at us in our DMs. But DM us on Instagram at PIMS Podcast. We love talking to you guys. Except one thing I will say that I don't love. Guys, if you're going to DM us, we'll respond. We appreciate you guys. But at the end of the day, there's been some people recently who've messaged, and I don't know if it rubs you the wrong way, but when someone messages us and they're like, hey man, big fan, but you guys should change this and do this and and then make sure you do this. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. This is our show, so
Yeah.
we're gonna do whatever we want, and I don't need someone coming in my DMs telling me how to do PIMS, okay?
It doesn't bother me that much because I ignore it because it's this isn't your show. I don't really care, so whatever. If it were someone that were coming up to me and telling me that would piss me off. But you're my DMs and I can ignore you, so I will.
Yeah. So I don't know. My point is, I love messaging you guys and everyone who shows love and wants to talk to us for sure. But either if you're an asshole or if you're trying to tell us how to make PIMS better, probably not going to listen to you.
There's no way it could get any better.
Yeah, this is the pinnacle of entertainment. There's nothing better.
This is podcasting.
Kyle, where can they follow you?
Instagram and Twitter and TikTok at Kyle Stafford 36. Follow the podcast at PIMS Podcast, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
When do the new episodes come out?
Monday, Wednesday, 10 o'clock Pacific time. Why did I say Wednesday?
I don't
Monday,
know.
Thursday. I don't know why I said
I was like, what? Yeah, there's new episodes every Monday and Thursday. You guys can follow me at Hey Narwhal on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. If you want PIMS hats or hoodies or shirts or anything, PIMS.store. I think it's pretty fairly priced.
I think so too.
The hoodies are a little more expensive, but that's because they're printed on Champion hoodies.
Dude, they're
so comfortable.
Super
I'm not
comfy.
even saying that because they're ours.
Anytime it's a cold day, I'm wearing it.
I've worn my PIMS hoodie for 3 months straight.
Yeah.
And they're so comfy. Anyways, we love you all, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Farewell.